What is going on, guys? In today's video, I will show you the best Black Desert tier list with all the new classes. So this game has a lot of unique classes and awakenings to play, and we have a wide variety to choose from. But the big question is, what class is the best and can do the highest damage possible and much more? And a quick disclaimer, this is my personal opinion on which class performs the best. There are several builds available for each class, and each setup impacts the performance and could slightly affect the tier list. And that's why 10 out of 10 times I would always choose to play with a better player, not the better class. So then for the first one we have Warrior, and we will place him right in the A tier. This guy is your typical melee bruiser, which is a great choice for both the new and veteran players. His skills emphasize a balance between offense and defense, allowing them to absorb damage while dealing significant DPS. Warriors can quickly engage enemies with agile movements and devastating combos, making them effective in both PvP and PvE. Choosing between Awakening and Succession for the Warrior depends on your playstyle preferences. If you prefer versatility and crowd control, go for Awakening. If you enjoy tankiness and sustained damage, then Succession might be the better choice. Then for the next one we have the Ranger, and even without a question he deserves to be placed right in the C tier. This class excels at kiting and maintaining distance from enemies while dealing significant damage. But unfortunately, she's been completely forgotten by developers for many years now. If you enjoy dynamic, flashy gameplay, then go for Awakening. But if you prefer maximizing your bow's potential and a more consistent playstyle, then Succession is the way to go. I only recommend to choose this class if you truly don't care about performance, because this game offers better options such as Archer, Sorceress, and much more. Next up we have Sorceress, and she deserves to be placed in the S tier. This class is a very powerful spellcaster known for her magic and high mobility, which makes her effective in both PvE and PvP. In PvE, the Sorceress excels at dealing massive AoE damage through her crowd control abilities, while in PvP, her crowd control abilities make her a formidable enemy, capable of locking down enemies and dealing burst damage. If you enjoy a high-impact, visually engaging playstyle with better mobility and AoE control, then go for Awakening. But if you prefer to upgrade her original skills for a more consistent and powerful ranged combat experience, then Succession might be the better choice. Next we have Berserker, which we will place in the A tier. This is a similar class to Warrior in the sense that both are melee fighters. However, Berserker has more unique mechanics, such as the Berserk mode, which boosts their offensive capabilities. This class is popular among players who enjoy a tanky, aggressive playstyle, making them a dominant force especially in PvE. If you prefer a dynamic, area-focused playstyle with the potential for high burst damage, then go for Awakening. But if you like a consistent and powerful approach without changing much of the core mechanics, then Succession might be a more valuable option. Next we have the Tamer, and he's also in the A tier. This is a unique melee fighter who wields a short sword and summons a custom companion. This synergy gives him a dynamic playstyle by combining fast-paced melee attacks with powerful support skills from his four-legged friend. Tamer also excels in mobility, using evasive maneuvers and quick strikes to outmaneuver his enemies. Their abilities also incorporate elemental magic, providing crowd control and burst damage options. If you enjoy a versatile and high mobility movement with new skills, then go for Awakening. However, if you prefer a stronger focus on sustained melee damage and his original mechanics, then Succession is the better choice. Then for the first B tier class we have Musa. He is a very fast and agile martial artist that specializes in high mobility and quick combos. He also can rapidly close gaps between enemies and deliver a barrage of attacks, making him very effective at kiting and evading incoming damage. His skills incorporate a unique mechanic such as the Flow, which even further upgrades his already insane movement and damage. So if you enjoy dynamic, flashy combat with new abilities, then go with Awakening. But if you prefer maximizing the dual sword mechanics and consistent damage, then Succession might be the better option. Then for the next A tier we have Maehwa. She's another quick and agile fighter. However, she's more known for her renowned speed, chaining rapid combos and dodging enemy attacks. Her skills include powerful AoE attacks and crowd control options, allowing her to manage multiple enemies at once. If you enjoy versatile, high-impact combat with new skills, then go for Awakening. But on the other hand, if you prefer consistent melee damage and maintaining her original style, then Succession might be the better choice. Next we have Valkyrie, which we will place right in the B tier. This is a hybrid warrior that excels in strong defensive and supportive capabilities. Valkyries are great at both tanking and dealing damage, which makes her versatile in combat. She also possesses a wide range of skills that focuses on crowd control, healing, and buffing allies. As far as your Awakening choice goes, if you enjoy high burst, high impact gameplay with new skills, then go with Awakening. However, if you want a more basic playstyle which is tanky and has her original mechanics, then Succession might be the better option. Then for the next one we have Kunoichi, which we will place right in the B tier. She's a stealthy and agile assassin that uses daggers to deliver quick and lethal attacks. Kunoichi excels in hit-and-run tactics, allowing her to evade attacks while dealing significant burst damage. Her skills have shadow manipulation, which enables her to blend into her surroundings and confuse enemies. If you prefer more flashy combat experience with new skills and high CC, then go for Awakening. However, if you want to focus on sustained damage and the classic playstyle, then Succession might be the better choice. Then next we have my all-time favorite class, the Ninja, and we will place him right in the S tier. As you can guess from his name, he is a stealthy and agile fighter that specializes in fast-paced melee combat with a unique playstyle which is focused on evasion and surprise attacks. Ninja excels at hit-and-run tactics, utilizing his speed to engage and disengage from enemies very quickly. This class appeals to players who enjoy skill-intensive gameplay, emphasizing precision, strategy, and rapid movements in combat. If you enjoy versatile, high-impact gameplay with new skills, then go for Awakening. But if you prefer to enhance the classic mechanics for sustained damage, then go with Succession. Then for the next two classes we have Wizard and Witch, and we will place them both in the A tier. I placed these two classes together because they're extremely similar to each other. Both of these classes are powerful spellcasters. Wizard excels in dealing massive AoE damage and controlling the battlefield, while Witch is similar in many ways but focuses more on support and healing abilities, alongside her powerful elemental spells. Both of these classes offer a rich mage experience. It just depends on what you value more, high damage or more support. If you enjoy high damage burst with new skills, then go for Awakening. However, if you prefer to focus on upgrading your original abilities for consistent damage, then Succession might be the better choice. Then for the next A tier class we have Striker. This is a powerful melee fighter who excels in close quarter combat by delivering fast and hard-hitting attacks. His skills focus is on mobility and crowd control, allowing them to quickly engage and disengage from battles. Strikers have unique mechanics that allow them to channel energy for enhanced attacks. If you enjoy a versatile, high-impact combat experience with new weapon, then go for Awakening. But if you prefer to enhance the original Gauntlet mechanics for sustained damage, then Succession might be for you. Next we have Mystic, which deserves to be placed in the B tier. This is another versatile melee fighter known for her fluid combat style and strong grappling techniques. Her skills allow you to engage multiple enemies while maintaining mobility. With a focus on agility, strong combos, and unique mechanics, the Mystic offers a fun and engaging gameplay experience for veteran players. If you enjoy AoE skills with even faster mobility, then go with Awakening. However, if getting maximum damage and a bit more easier gameplay sounds good to you, then Succession is definitely for you. Next we have Lahn, and we will place her right in the S tier. She's an agile fighter whose unique combat mechanics excel in both mobility and crowd control, utilizing her skills to perform fast, sweeping attacks that can hit multiple enemies at a single time. If you like more flashy and smooth gameplay, then she's definitely for you. If you want even more AoE and high burst, then go with Awakening. However, if you prefer a more straightforward approach with maximizing your DPS, then go with Succession. Next we have Archer, which we will place right in the A tier. This class is the much better version of Ranger because of high AoE damage and crowd control. His playstyle emphasizes mobility, allowing him to reposition quickly during battles and evade enemy attacks. If you don't like bow and want to use a crossbow instead, then go with Awakening. But perhaps if you want to keep Archer's original playstyle and just upgrade his overall skills, then go with Succession. Then for one of the last A tier classes we have the Dark Knight. He's a powerful melee fighter with a focus on magic and fast attacks. He also excels in dealing high burst damage and crowd control by using melee attacks and ranged spells. This is for sure the coolest looking character, which not only is visually striking, but also can dish out serious amount of damage. Both awakenings are pretty similar, so no matter what you choose, you can't go wrong. Then for the next A-tier class we have Shai. She's a very unique support character which excels in providing buffs and healing to allies, while also using her musical talents to control the battlefield. She has a distinct abilities to switch between a combat-focused and a support role, making her versatile in various scenarios. Shai's skills include powerful AoE buffs and crowd control abilities that give her great DPS and supportive capabilities. Again, similar to the previous classes, both awakenings are great and will be amazing options for making the best DPS/support setup. Next we have Guardian, who I will place right in the S tier. She is equipped with the powerful crowd control abilities, which allows her to engage multiple enemies effectively. Her skills emphasize a blend of offense and tanking, making her effective in both PvE and PvP. If you don't want to keep smashing your keyboard and use just an easy and powerful class with high DPS and survivability, then she's the one for you. Next up we have Hashashin, which we will place right in the B tier. This guy excels in both melee damage and mobility, allowing him to dash in and out of combat seamlessly. His skills have unique mechanics, such as the ability to manipulate sand for crowd control and evasive maneuvers. If you want versatile gameplay with high AoE gameplay, then go with Awakening. However, if you want to upgrade your skills to more single-target oriented with faster movement, then choose Succession. Then for the next A-tier class we have Nova. She is very similar to Guardian in her playstyle and performance, however, she is focused even more on defense and tanking. So while she excels both in offense and defense, the lack of skill variety will be one downside that you'll notice for sure. Nova is great for both PvE and PvP, as she is very basic and easy to play. As for your Awakening choice, I recommend to go with Awakening if you want more AoE and crowd control. But if you really want to play the traditional tank role with the highest survivability in the game, then Succession is the choice for you. Next we have Sage, which also deserves to be placed in the A tier. Sage excels in PvP by utilizing high mobility and burst damage through wide range of skills. Overall, he offers a dynamic and engaging experience for new players who enjoy a mix of magic and mobility in their gameplay. If you want more mobility and enhance your own agility, then go with Awakening. Or perhaps, if you are looking for maximizing damage potential while maintaining high defense, then go with Succession. Next up we have Corsair, which also deserves to be placed in the A tier. She is a very versatile pirate-themed that combines agility and fluid movement, which allows her quick strikes and evasive maneuvers. Corsair excels in both PvE and PvP, featuring skills that enhance her mobility and crowd control. Simply put, if you want to be great at PvE, then choose Awakening. But perhaps if you're more of a PvP player, then instead choose the Succession. Then for one of the last B-tier classes we have Drakania. She excels in PvE because of her high mobility, powerful AoE skills, and crowd control abilities. Her playstyle combines aggressive melee attacks with elemental powers, allowing her to unleash devastating combos. With her dynamic combat style and simple design, Drakania offers an engaging experience for players who enjoy aggressive gameplay. If you want more speed, go with Awakening, or if you want more survivability, then instead choose Succession. Next we have Woosa, and we will place her right in the A tier. She has very impactful playstyle by utilizing ranged attacks and crowd control skills that disrupt enemies while at the same time supporting allies. Her playstyle emphasizes fluid movement, high mobility, and AoE skills. Her key mechanics involve summoning spirits to improve abilities and create powerful elemental attacks. If you prefer more CC, then go with Awakening. However, if you enjoy maximizing your damage potential, then Succession might be the better option. Next we have Maegu, and we will place her right in the B tier. She excels in both PvE and PvP, featuring a playstyle that combines crowd control, healing, and AoE damage. Her skills allow her to summon spirits and create powerful illusions, which makes her amazing at both, so support and damage dealing. Her Awakening uses illusions and spirit summons to manipulate enemies and protect allies, while Succession offers more versatility and sustained damage. Then for the next B tier we have Scholar. She's another melee fighter that focuses on attacking enemies with targeted swiftness and immense power. In PvE, she has good passives. With some minor tweaks, I could see this class catching up to even the S tier. But for PvP, this is where I have the biggest gripe with the Scholar, as the more people you fight, the more her usability goes out the window. She has an amazing grab for 1v1, but if you are fighting anything else, then for sure you will get outplayed. For this class, both awakenings are pretty similar, so no matter which one you choose, you can't go wrong. And then for the last and final class we have Dosa, which we will place also in the B tier. This is a melee fighter that currently is one of, if not the, actually easiest class to play. Overall, this class has very easy entry level, and his floor is also very easy to obtain. Mobility-wise, Dosa has a lot of wind-ups, although he's prone to grabs. Damage and protection-wise, he's mid-tier, but one big problem with this class is his CC, as most forward guard classes will just overpower the Dosa players. And as his magic damage, so you want to stay far away from strikers and mystics, and that's about it. So if you enjoyed this video, click like, subscribe, and comment. If you are interested in more content, check out my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. So take it easy, peace!